Legs up in the air and
No,
palm.
bro, that's not missionary.
That's not
No.
still missionary.
No. Drama Kings podcast. Another day, another episode. I'm here with Ken and Rob. Holla at them, y'all.
Hey man, it's your favorite host Ken. What it do? Drama Kings podcast. I ain't gonna talk to y'all too long, man. Holla at them, Rob.
Hey man, happy to be back, man. Drama Kings podcast. Barack Boat Nose, Bartholomew Franklin. Whatever you want to call me, just call me son. Fifth Ward, we in the building, man. You see what it is.
Barack Joe Biden.
Barack Joe Biden. Say, man, I'm gonna just, I gotta, this episode gonna come with a disclaimer. We try to avoid having any type of gender role topics, but it seems like we can't avoid it at this point. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to be clear, this is not this is not the woman bashing podcast. If you want to hear boys talking bad about women 90% of the time, this is not, you know what I'm saying? Real taper fade, ball fade, player made in the shade type of nigga.
It ain't never
finna be.
We tried to avoid this for so long, but it's just like the social media and you know, media is the gender situation, especially with, you know, the presidency. We got gender roles are becoming more and more prevalent. So we're gonna have a topic. We ain't gotta go make this a a series. I'm
just here so I won't get fined.
There you go.
You feel me?
We got one topic we're gonna talk about, but it has a lot to do with gender roles, and it is not meant to be women bad. It's just straight up real life, real raw
conversation.
Facts. You know what I mean?
You know, real conversation. So
but the clip is so crazy that it's
insane. There you go.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with none of our. We ain't the authors of none of this material that we about to present y'all today.
Facts.
We just gonna talk about it if that's all right with y'all, right, Roger?
So the big stress is that I have to work 50, 60 hours a week to make the money, and then she wants me home helping with the kid. And those are mutually exclusive. If I work a 15-hour day, there's only so much, so that's the stress, is that give and take of her needing help, which is fair and reasonable, and me being like, well, I have to work.
What do you think about that, Sophia?
I see where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's one of those things like I can't get the best of both worlds. So I feel that I want him home, but also I personally don't think he needs to work as much, but he wants.
You think he doesn't need to work as much?
No.
But you said he's living paycheck to paycheck. That's
correct.
You guys. So what would he do different in terms of hours?
I should rephrase, I guess. He should work. His hours should look a little bit different in the sense that he's not gone for 18 hours a day.
Does he have that choice in that position?
Yes.
Do you have that choice in that position?
Schedule.
Yes and
so why
no.
then? Why are you doing it?
Okay, so in the business, if they call you and you say, oh, hey, I can't do that run, they'll just give it to somebody else, and then you might not work the next day. That's just how the business works.
Okay, so it doesn't fully have the choice then in that context.
He doesn't have the fully of the choice, but if he takes runs constantly without weighing the cost, so let's say he's been gone since 4 a.m, then they tell him, hey, can you do a run till midnight, or can you do a run till 3 a.m, and he's like, yeah, sure.
But it's the only income in the house.
Correct.
Long story short, the wife is a stay-at-home mother. The husband provides for it to be that way. He works 50 to 60 plus hours a week, but in tune, his wife wants him to come home and also help with the kids in the house and et cetera, and that's where we at with it. That's pretty much where we at with the whole deal.
So overworked husband, wife is at home with more complaints, adding to that workload. That's pretty much what?
And I think
70% of America.
And I think she want him to spend more time like not working or something.
She wants him to do everything that he has already been doing, but at the same time, which is why I had this conversation with someone probably last week, and I got this conversation from the Breakfast Club, that women are delusional because she wants him to. Shit. No, it's the truth. It's facts.
Be careful with that.
Women are delusional because she wants him to go ahead and continue what he's doing, but scale back a little bit. That doesn't
scale back as far as work, or scale back as earning. scale back the earning.
From what I just seen, it sounded like she wanted him to scale back work.
I want to say he was saying like I can't work less because you don't work. And
Exactly.
We was under the impression that you was gonna go back to work at some point. I think he said like after a year.
Okay.
Or something like
All right.
that.
She got just in tune with what she was doing, and now
Well, let's get a basis. Let's get a standard set. Is that okay? The husband working, the wife stay at home. Is we talking modern or traditional? Let's start there.
What you mean?
That arrangement would be traditional,
that's
right?
Traditional,
That's traditional.
yeah.
Okay, fine. What does she do? Well, I guess just a homemaker is what the term is. She's a homemaker only.
Mm-hmm.
She wants him to scale back his work schedule, but
Seems
still,
like schedule.
And she won't help more with the kids at home.
So what my question is going to be: does his work schedule provide the necessities, or does his work schedule provide the necessities plus?
She never complained about being provided for.
Okay.
So I can only assume that him going to work how he does provides for everything.
But if she's not going to work at all, my personal opinion, then when he comes home, he shouldn't have to put in extra work. Now he still has to be a father.
I'm with that.
Now see, that's
I can agree with that.
That's traditional.
And that's what I'm gonna come with. I'm with what he said.
You got okay.
What that's called traditional.
I'm gonna say this for all of the nice women out here. I don't know if y'all really know what a traditional man is. I don't know if you really know what a traditional woman is. That lifestyle was, it seems very, very, appealing to the way you want to live your life now, because who wants to work? Everybody
Nobody.
wants somebody to be able to take care of them.
Yeah, nobody.
But man, it was, listen, bro, the traditional way of living back then was, I ain't gonna say it was crazy, but it was just like, man, hey, are you sure you want that? We talking about
everything that come with it.
Everything that
Or
come
we
with
talking
it.
about something different.
But then what people don't also take into account is that traditional also was based off that women couldn't really get high paying jobs and
There was
things
no
like that.
equal
There was
right.
no
It was-
equal.
yeah, it was-
So
they
it
couldn't
wasn't
do
just,
nothing,
you know what I'm saying? So it made more sense for the man to go out and be the breadwinner while the woman was at home taking care of the kids and things like that.
Well, if you ask me, I'm gonna just this gonna sound real ugly, man. If you ask me, we talking, let's say 50s and 60s, which is what is that? Gen Z, not the baby boomers. That's Gen Z. I think
50 and 60?
no 50s is baby boomers.
Yeah, baby boomers.
Going
Gen Z
into
after.
It's going. Okay, it's like
Z way after.
It's like 69 is Gen Z, right? Like starting in the 70s is Gen Z. We millennials. We millennials. Gen Z's before. Okay, but this is my point. 50s and 60s, bro. Like, oh my man go to work. My grandpa used to go to work, get his check, and come straight home. He didn't go nowhere. Blah blah blah.
Cap.
But where was he going in the 60s, bro?
Cap.
In America with racism and all that going on.
Cap.
You gonna go home because it ain't like you can go out eating in public.
I mean, it was, every neighborhood was, even, I ain't gonna say divided, I'm gonna say everybody stayed to themselves.
There you go.
The black folks had places
what I mean.
where they went. The white folks had places where they went. But the thing is, from in my point of view, traditional men, when they went out and made the bacon, they came home and they didn't have to do nothing.
They didn't have to
That's
fry it.
also
Nothing.
true.
They didn't have
didn't
to
have to
do
fry it.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? So everything from sun up to sundown in between the four walls of your house was taken care of by the woman. The man ain't do nothing but pay the bills.
Thanks.
It's tiring. Do you really want that lifestyle now? Like,
I don't
And,
think.
and paying
You know
the
what I'm
bills,
saying?
the man just pretty much gave the money or the car or the
Yeah.
check. The woman still had all the
But
bills.
the side
and-
effects, if you consider the side effects of everything, I mean, how many blues songs that these women have made about these no down dirty
but that's what I'm saying, bro.
Do you really want that?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because pimping was real.
from everybody's point of view, you know what I'm saying? A real traditional back then, women didn't speak out of turn. You didn't spoke when you was spoken to.
You didn't speak when men were speaking.
You didn't talk back to your dude. Like, you didn't, like, putting hands on your woman on your woman was not looked down upon.
That was just like another
that was
day.
just normal. You know what I'm
So
saying?
like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean?
I'm not finna
We're not
try to.
condoning
We're
that.
not condoning
we're
it
not
at all.
condoning
Just saying,
it.
if you
I'm
want,
not
if you
about
want traditional, you have to understand
Yeah.
everything that came along with traditional.
Exactly, the side effects.
Of the side
Like,
effects.
come
It
on
wasn't
now.
just
Let's be
take
real.
care of me. I'm staying home. Oh, I'm gonna
No,
shop.
yes.
No, it was more than that. You feel
Like
me?
both me and my woman work. I make a way larger portion, of income.
You make the bulk of
than
the
she
income.
do. Yeah, because of course that's
That's nothing
as a
wrong
man,
with that.
as a man, it's just certain stuff you able to do that your woman ain't gonna want to do, regardless of how it is. But my wife makes good. She makes good money. If I was not working today or tomorrow, we could be okay. You know what I'm saying? She makes good money like that. But of course, she a woman. She don't want to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
That's
I'm not gonna
the modern approach.
and I'm gonna always let her know, yeah, I make enough money to cover everything. Period. But if you choose to take income away from the household, understand that the lifestyle of the household is gonna change.
That's to be understood too.
If you can understand that the lifestyle of the household is gonna change, then hey, we cool.
You can't.
It is what it is.
You can't request or desire or make it a standard that you want this level of a lifestyle, but you want to try to dictate the terms of how it's provided to you.
Yeah.
Facts.
If it takes me 70 hours a week, hey man, don't complain because I don't have time to come home and help you
that's just what it
cook
take.
or prepare
That's just
food
what it
or
take.
What that boy
saying?
Bobby Womack said on if you think
you think you're lonely now, just
she always complaining when I'm ain't at home.
wait till the night, baby.
Man.
But she want me to go out and
Me
get
personally, I would love to be a traditional man, but just the social standards they will constitute that's not me. I don't fit that. I will be a hypocrite to call myself
Man.
a traditional man because I have modern desires. Like I want to be out in the street.
But you gotta also realize that, like you just said, life always changes and adapt, and we have to adapt to the life changes. So it's not gonna always be just straight to traditional because we have more things now in life that we have to adapt to.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna always just be go to work, come home, take care of kids.
Yeah, man. It's like in my situation, like you don't have to cook every night because I like cooking for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to clean up every day because I'm a clean nigga and I want to clean my house up too. Like I want to take care of my kids just as much as you take care of them. I want to, all these things that you doing, I want to do just as much as you do, just as much as I'm able to. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, that's because we have a balance that works for us. We both bring an income in. I don't know if that lifestyle is gonna be conducive to me when I'm working extra just to be able to provide because I'm the only income coming in. Now, men tend to get irritated. You tend to get picky. You tend to get, why it ain't clean? I go to work all day. You ain't working. You at home all day. Why it ain't nothing cooked? You know what I'm saying? Why the kids? Why is stuff all over the place?
Because now,
I'm not gonna live my life like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because back then, Josephine had to wait till Sarah called her. Now she can get on social media and BS half of the day. And say I'm a cook, I'm a clean up, but I'm gonna scroll through IG for a little bit and this and that. So it's other perimeters that that you got to take into account for it. So it ain't gonna be, in my personal opinion, it's not gonna be 100% traditional like it used to be. And
It's
women
not,
got to
bro.
stop.
Like,
We
don't live
stop
in
putting
those
pressure
times
on
anymore.
men, making men feel like we're not doing what your grandpa did or what your daddy did because we live in different time frames. You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 points to say. I'm gonna back up on what Kenneth was saying.
Yeah.
The saying is do what works for you. If you ask me, if I meet a person that I'm gonna join my household with or whatever, the approach that I would take is just whatever you good at, you should be the one who's responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. If you good at frying chicken, then when it's time to cook chicken, that's on you. Yeah. If you good at grilling,
but
meat,
we can learn together too, though.
And there
we
you
can
go.
Learn. You can show me.
Yeah.
I'll let you lead the way. I have no problem
There you
with
go.
following suit because we're a team. It's a team.
That's what I'm saying. But if the roof got a hole in it, I'm gonna get up there with a hammer and try to figure it out. I ain't gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah.
So that's a part of your extra, your extra task, in as far as however y'all arrangement set up. The second thing was, damn, what the fuck was it? It's that processed food, huh?
Yeah, it's that processed food, man. That sugar going straight to your brain.
What I was gonna say. So, like I said, I'm not a traditional man by definition, but I'm modern. But if there's ways to like, I'm gonna be this in this way traditionally, but I know you like to do your things because we're gonna let you do that.
Yeah.
But don't try to change how I provide your lifestyle. If you can't produce like I produce, you shouldn't be trying to complain about what I produce.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who are you to tell me, hey, you working too much when you're not even capable of this level of production as far as income is concerned. You know what I'm saying? So
unless we have that understood already.
Yeah, and that's why I started with the do what works for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, man, it's so like in my opinion, it's so easy for like things to get over. It's just like the irritation of things just gets so bad when your household work like that. For example, have you seen Fences?
Yeah.
You seen
a great movie. Shout out to Denzel.
Great movie. Shout out to
Denzel.
Viola Davis. It was James Earl Jones did it first, but hey, shout out to him.
I like you.
But if you pay attention, man, that Denzel was bitter, bro.
Oh yeah,
he
very
was
bitter.
He didn't like his lifestyle.
He didn't like the way that he had to keep clocking in and
working for the white
man, and
he didn't want to be
check
questioned.
short.
And not only that, he brought a baby home.
What you mean?
He had a
baby, outside baby.
That was the thing back then.
Remember, he dies, and then she.
Okay.
Traditionally, he expected his wife to take care of the baby.
Like with don't say nothing about it. Like I did what I did.
What all them Cadillac records
crazy,
and Temptations? That's all those movies with those dudes on the road.
You know what
but
I'm
that
saying?
plays an effect to what I was gonna say about.
Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Kenny. What you saying?
I don't want that to be my lifestyle, bro. I don't want that to be conducive to me taking care of my family. Like I want to be, I want to be that traditional, and because I'm paying every bill. Like my wife can't have a say so. That's insane, bro. I'm never gonna live my life like that.
You don't want to be a tyrant.
Never, bro. Speak freely.
What I'm saying.
You want to walk around here and pop your shit.
That's
cool.
the modern approach.
No
That's
problem.
why you modern. That's a modern approach.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. Do you want me to be? You can't have it one way. You can't say traditionally take care of all these bills, but I'ma modernly do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Exactly. You can't you can't want a traditional man and be a modern woman.
Because traditional men are dictators. This ain't no democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Right, and it's bad.
It's you know what I mean? It ain't no, and people be like, oh, your money shouldn't dictate what you can do to a woman. Okay, that's fine. I agree.
Why you take that shrimp out? I said I wanted steak tonight.
So why are you making money the standard of what's, a good man and a bad man? Right?
Because the lines got blurred for men, but not for women. Women feel like they can walk the same straight line, but tell you where you wrong. You doing this wrong and you doing that wrong. And
I'm gonna throw a bomb on the whole thing. It's the same way with marriage and monogamy. If you wanna have a monogamous man, but then you turn around and say, and same with men, same with women. You want to have a monogamous partner. You want to have a me and you one-on-one, nothing else involved.
No
just
extras.
me and you, monogamy, no extras. But then you turn around and you deny, the big sex. That's crazy. That's crazy, and I'm not just talking about women because
that's a big thing.
I've seen situations and heard of situations where men don't be in the mood to get a woman some, but you want this person to be dedicated to you,
right.
100% of the time. Like, hey, man,
I've been in that situation.
It's great. It's.
I feel so.
Crazy,
If let me just back up a little bit as far as the money, the dollar is concerned. So what's a good man and a bad man is the determining factor, from women and from men. It's like, well, how much money I make is going to be determining upon how I treat you.
Because I feel like that it changed. I feel like back in the gap, it was about the type of person that you was and how you was gonna be able. How as a woman I can help you get to where you want to be at, and now I feel like now, in my personal opinion, I feel like if you ain't where you already want to be at and you ain't got that dollar amount, don't talk to me.
There you go. Because I was gonna say, because a lot of people, I'm not gonna say men or women, I'm gonna say a lot of people, because I see a bunch of bummy motherfucking men too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Plenty.
It's people. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
I say people.
Yeah, people.
You're trying to make the stand. You're desiring what you can't, like, you know what I mean. Like you say, I require this, I require that, but you can't even provide it.
If you can't provide for yourself that lifestyle,
So,
that, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
that's what needs to be broken.
You
like,
can't be trying to get it from somebody else.
You know what I mean?
Like,
but I mean, I think it's just blurred lines, tradition, and modern.
yeah.
It's the bottom line. Blurred lines, tradition, modern.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of stuff out here. Like people only see what they want to see. Other than that, is blurred lines. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot, and it's all based off too, like, you know, like I was gonna say, like a lot of women say about men and women. Like we said, we're not bashing women, but a lot of women say about like traditional. You know, my dad did this, my grandpa did this, but you don't know everything that really happened. You only know what was on the surface of what you saw, of what, you know. You just seen Papa paying the bills. You don't know if Papa really was out there at the juke joint, was out there cheating and had 2 and 3 bitches and
old Earl down here on the hill.
But you know what I'm saying? But they did though, and it's like.
But they get a pass.
As long as he paying
as long as he paying the bills. But now, you better not even look. You feel me? You better not even do.
I don't think money should be I wouldn't.
It shouldn't be, but American.
I would rather not take care of you and do whatever it is that I'm gonna do, regardless, than to be taking care of you and using that as an excuse to do what I'm doing. Because that seems dirt lower to me. Like, if you want to be a tape fade player made ass nigga, just be that without saying, "Oh, I'm gonna mistreat women in the process."
Or just understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I come from. Like, just don't enter in that type of rank, because I'm not gonna sign a deal doesn't have me in favor.
Yeah.
And a lot of women want you to sign those type of deals. Like, you gotta do this. I'm not gonna do that. I would rather just not. I'd rather you just continue to do what you're gonna do over there, and I'm gonna continue doing over here.
Find somebody that, you know, what I provide.
If I was paths crossed, then we could do that, and we would cross the bridge and get there at that point in time. But I'm not finna sign no 5-year deal with you, put a ring on your finger, knowing that everything that you have in your mind is for yourself. Because and it's not everybody. It's, like I said, men too. It's you. Everything in the understanding is for yourself. It's for you think about yourself. You're not thinking about the other person. Why would you want me to work 70 hours a week?
Yeah, that's like,
just
you know,
you don't have to work.
So you don't have to work, and that's crazy, because it's like now at this point I'm out here giving my all for this family. And you making me feel as if like you don't care shit about me.
Man,
that's wrong, dude.
That's
insane,
again, it also, like, not to say I'm on siding with the woman in that video, because I clearly feel like she was insane. But as far
we're gonna put the video so y'all can see what we're talking about.
As far as he go, like, bro, what do you do? Because I need to know also.
As far as how rigorous your work is.
Because 70 hours could not mean nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
70 hours could also just mean time away. Who knows? He might work from home. Mm-hmm. A lot of his time might be at home. He might go in the office 2 or 3 days, and the rest of the days he at home chilling on the computer, you know, just clocking hours, adding, you know, responding to emails, you know, taking meetings. Who knows? Because I work 70 hours on a down week.
What you mean, like
a down week?
That's not
when
heavy.
When anything going on.
That's me not working. For example,
extra.
I travel to go to work.
No weekends.
I travel on Tuesday, so that means I didn't work Sunday or Monday. I travel Tuesday, but I still charge for it. I travel, so I don't work at all. I don't start working till Wednesday. That's a 70-hour work week for me.
Okay.
And I didn't work Monday or Tuesday, and I didn't work Sunday or Monday, and Tuesday I'm on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but facts.
I can't say that, man. I'm just so woe out that
okay.
week.
I'm with that.
Because what does he do?
100% with that.
You know,
I'm still not with it.
You know, what does he do?
I'm still not with that, only because the simple fact of the matter that whether he had to put in work or not, he still went out there and tried to do something, and she's just at home. So in that process, what is she doing at home to where she can't take care of this responsibility? Like I said, it's not excluding him from being a father.
I understand.
He still got to be a father.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He still has to come home and take care of his kids. I'm not saying, I'm not going to feed them because I went to work and things like that. But what is she doing in those 24 hours? Whether he did anything on that day, he still had to go to work. So no matter if he had to flip a burger, be behind a desk, he still had to put in the energy and the effort to get to work.
I understand though, but it matters though, bro. And
I don't feel like
in a way it matters because you still like.
I feel like that's giving her a pass.
In my opinion, if you're gonna complain about, work being, if you're gonna complain about the hours you put in, then it has to be some type of demanding. Like, you can't just be complaining for nothing, bro. Just because I came.
So you partially what you're saying is true, but then you also got to think about the economy. What if he don't have a good job, but he's not qualified to get anything better, so he has to work that amount to pay those bills because she's not working.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it all depends on what he does. You know what I'm saying? If he's a software engineer, me personally as a man, I'm not tripping on 70 hours, bro. That's
I'm leaning.
If you in a warehouse,
I'm leaning your way.
Like if you nigga, I worked at grocery supply. Anybody who know about grocery supply knows
Kroger's warehouse.
70 hours in there, bro, is very different from 70 hours
taking calls.
I'm a software engineer. I'm a web designer.
I take calls.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
Damn.
I'm not,
bro.
But just,
hey,
I'm not
taking calls.
I'm
Yeah,
not
nigga. I work. Yeah,
Rob, not the target here. We just.
No, I'm not. You're not the target. I'm not shitting on. I'm not shitting on the industry and what every man does. But I think it does. I think it does matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? To a point, like it does. Like it's.
But then that would be
like,
so. Then once again, that would be straddling the fence of traditional and modern. Then because no matter what he's doing, if it's gonna be traditional, right, and she gonna be at home. Then why is it gonna really matter about what kind of job he got if she wants the traditional lifestyle?
In 20, I feel you. I'm leaning. I'm really leaning.
I understand that point, but I'm just saying, like he's like still, bro. Like
I feel both. I feel it.
We in therapy, nigga. This ain't This not a general conversation. This you saying that this what I'm doing is negatively affecting our marriage.
I'm gonna separate. I'm gonna separate y'all. I'm really leaning towards what Kennedy's saying. But at the same time, in 2024, more hours does not equate to more production. Like, just because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm really with what he's saying because I was that dude working 140 hours bi-weekly to say I'm making bread. But really and truly, I'm getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
The goal now is to not have to work.
But I think y'all low key kind of to a certain small extent kind of moving the goalposts because the whole point was just about her saying she wanted him. She's not doing anything. She's not bringing no income home regardless. So whether he's working 40 or 70 or 30, the whole point is she's demanding more from him, but not putting in as much as he's putting in is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You feel me? Like on that point.
I agree with
that point.
But the point I'm making to about him is the fact that we can't just get all on the women.
It ain't like
all on the women.
If he not in the sweat box and all that nigga's taking calls.
Soft hands.
For example, let's just say he was at home with her. He clocked in on the computer and let's just say he downloaded the file. Nigga, the file take 4 hours for whatever reason. That's 4 hours work, but he just waited on the file.
He got to rewrite the code.
Fuck that nigga in orientation. Nigga in orientation.
Don't get off work and be like, God.
Nigga in orientation all day.
Today was
with the camera off. He ain't even had to be on camera.
Today was just
okay.
Crazy.
So this segment of the show is for all the construction workers,
you know what I'm saying?
machine operators, forklift operators,
crane,
plumbers, mechanics. We talking to y'all.
Sometimes mentally, it is a lot. It is a lot. I get that. I'm not one against that. But bro,
that's why I was coming
don't
from.
Don't be at the crib sitting in your drawers. Or you know what I'm saying? Like
because you clocked in, you logged in.
Some people actually go to the office and it's a easy day at work. Like work is easy. Like, man, don't come home. Bro, I don't want to hear that shit you coming home complaining talking about.
I'm with you on
man, that. Hey, I've been at work all day, 12 hours. In 8 of the hours, your ass is playing video games.
But then,
like, come on, bro.
She'll never know that. But the point,
I'm pretty sure she knows.
She'll never know that.
Hey, that's why I said I'm with him.
She'll never know that he was playing video games. But he a hoe ass nigga for doing that though. I'm not on his side. He a hoe ass nigga if he coming home and complaining and saying, man. But knowing he was in that business.
Yeah, bro.
All day long on the game, Call of Duty.
Just because he was at work, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? He was a roster about like, bro, hey. Bro, nigga, I had some jobs, bro.
Them roustabouts,
Literally,
boy.
bro, I went to work, and by the time I left, I felt like a new person. Like, my body felt different. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like I lost 10 pounds and nigga gained 20 pounds of
Remember,
muscle.
what's
Nigga,
that warehouse we was
it's
in?
something you can't do,
We
bro.
was unloading them trailers.
Listen, bro.
Come on, man. That's hey.
And these were 12-hour shifts.
We done been in some boxes,
So,
boy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't do. I can look at his face and tell he ain't
So
doing
y'all
that.
saying basically the physical part about it plays a point.
It helps his
into it.
story.
It
It helps
helps
his case.
his-
Yeah,
it's-
bro. Now,
it's
if he was the type that come home, like if he went to work and his body is just broken
Like
down,
he exhausted. Like
bro, like now,
physically
come on.
and mentally, he
You
can't
ask
like
this-
what's
you can't
because you
expect
gotta
this man.
always remember that you know
Yeah.
this is an unbiased opinion, and I don't have kids, but I've seen a lot of people
Yeah.
say this, and then you have to remember, in order for you to be at your best for your kids, you got to be the best version of yourself
Yes,
first.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So if he's not the
Yes.
best version, and he's saying, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to, not help you, but right now I'm just tired. I'm just physically, mentally, emotionally tired."
Yeah.
And,
Listen,
know.
bro. I've had jobs where I literally, no cap, had to get a massage every week.
But them
Every week, bro.
material handling
That's
get you.
crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was in the. What did he have on?
He was in like.
Well, I mean, that was at therapy.
That was at therapy.
Yeah.
Bro, it matters, bro.
Well, his ethnicity alone would tell me he probably wasn't in the
I
warehouse.
think the nigga had a stonewashed shirt on, man. There no nigga out
Nigga
here
work
working,
for Google,
ain't no
man.
nigga out here working hard with a
Google
stonewashed
it.
shirt
Hey,
on.
Google it. Let people take naps.
A nigga, yeah, they got a whole
You see
bed
what
and
I'm saying, though?
gyms. You know
They
what I'm
hours
saying?
with the Monday through Thursday, 6 hours.
Bro, how many days? And you sleep for 3, and then you gonna come home and complain.
Well, let me just get my final thoughts on it.
Come on,
And I'm gonna
Come
try
on,
to,
Jerry.
I'm gonna try to not make this sound bad, but it's gonna sound bad. You know what I'm saying? In 2024, women, y'all gonna have to work, man. It's just it's too hot. It's
Shit
hard
too
out
hot.
here.
Shit too hot, man.
Bro.
People need to work. Period.
You-
Men and women.
If you ain't, I mean, and
Sorry
then,
ass
and at the
niggas
same
out here,
time,
too.
at the same time, what it like everybody ain't got 250, 300,000 salaries, bro. Everybody don't have it.
Yeah.
The average salary in America is less than $100,000. So if you hitting 80, 90, you know what I'm talking about, be grateful and find somebody to be fruitful and multiply with.
Yeah.
Because we don't live in we inflation, all kind of stuff that could be really another episode.
Yeah.
Record inflation, the cost of living is too damn high. The housing market's out of control. Interest rate on credit cards, interest rates on car loans. Come on, man.
We don't live
What
in a
you
time,
want this dude to do?
We don't live in a time where one person in the household can make 15,000 to 18,000 a year and y'all be cool.
Exactly.
This is not that.
30 ain't gonna get
This
it.
is not that.
50 not gonna get it.
This is not.
You know what I mean?
Do what works for you, like like was mentioned
There you
earlier.
go.
You know,
Yeah,
and
do
stop
what
and
you,
stop
man.
and stop. Categorizing your lifestyle based off somebody else. You
Based
ain't
on
in
the
their
social
household.
media
Social media,
influencers.
The shit, what you need to do is get out. If you ain't watching Drama Kings podcast, get out social media.
Right on.
Get on there to watch
All day
us
long.
and
We
then
here
keep
all
it
day
moving.
long.
You know what I'm talking about?
All you gotta do is subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm talking about? We here all day long,
I
baby.
know you see this big red ass pillow right
You
there.
know what I'm talking about? But I mean, hey, y'all got anything else to add to it?
Nah, man. Shout out to them people, man. I hope they work it out. You
Hey,
feel me?
man.
Like, he seemed to like it, but hate it at the same time. And so
He was in therapy, so
the
that's-
good thing. That's the good thing about it. Go to therapy,
first
get
step.
some help.
Yeah.
Talk your problems out, because at the end of the day, man, you feel me? If you find somebody, they may have a good relationship. It may just be that small little thing that's hindering them from moving, past, and they're at the right spot, the right place to get some help. So
I want to know if she giving him that hop through on demand though, because if it's on demand, my boy fighting a losing battle, man.
Not tonight, Jerry.
He fighting a losing battle.
Drama
If it-
Kings.
If it's on demand, man, hey,
black men don't cheat, man. Let's go.
Drama
Hey.
Kings podcast, man. Black men don't cheat. We take
know what
care
I'm
of
talking
our
about?
women, but we just need a little bit of help here and then. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Check them out, y'all.
You can't be a traditional woman and want to. You can't be a modern woman and want a traditional man. Just keep that in mind. You feel me? The Drama Kings podcast, Lil Rob.
hey, but for real though, y'all still having traditional sex out here? Just laying down, face to the
Missionary.
ceiling. Hey, missionary is hard. No cap though.
Missionary
But listen, though,
it's fire.
But
Like,
traditional missionary ain't.
Missionary ain't fight. I mean,
Missionary fire.
behind the back is not
ain't that
missionary.
what-
With your
Missionary.
leg, that's not missionary.
What
bro.
is that then?
What?
That's some porn shit.
Missionary is that
Missionary
when
is
you on
just
top.
straight-
Are you talking about
No.
no?
When he
Missionary.
says fire, you talking about legs way back here is missionary. That's not missionary. Missionary is just woman 45 degrees and man got to do all the joint. You can't really get no. You know what I mean? I read the Kuma Sutra, motherfucker.
Hey man, say hey.
You know what I mean, right?
Hey.
When you start going legs behind
So
your ears,
legs up in the air. And
No,
palm,
bro, that's not missionary.
That's not
No.
still missionary.
No, bro.
Because if it was
that's
missionary,
porn.
that's why I would say the missionary is fire. It's
that's
very underrated.
super fire.
Super
That's beef
underrated.
pumper.
Fire.
You
Beef
know what I'm
pumper,
saying?
my
Like,
boy.
but hey, you know what I'm saying? We Drama Kings podcast, we out, man. Y'all see what
We
it
go,
is,
man. Y'all catch the next one,
Hey, if
baby.
you want a traditional man, give him that hot door.
That was a fire
Hot
episode.
tour.